Using technology to enhance curriculum through virtual communication and collaboration can help to prepare students for the workforce in the 21st century. Google Apps are a great way to allow students to communicate virtually and collaborate on assignments to create amazing presentations or group projects. During this presentation, we will discuss apps such as Google Forms, Google Jamboards, and Google Keeps to collaborate and communicate to enhance curriculum. These are lesser-known applications that Google offer. Here are just a few of the apps Google offer that you may already know. Gmail, Hangout, Meets, and Calendar. These can all be used to schedule meetings, email or text information, communicate or collaborate on video conferencing. Google Docs, Slides, and Sheets are all apps that students can use to collaborate to create documents or presentations just like they would Microsoft Documents, PowerPoints, and Excel spreadsheets. Google Forms allow students to create forms that can be shared to gather information or create spreadsheets or graphs with the information that is collected. They can create polls and quizzes using the form as well. Google Jamboard is like a whiteboard or a poster board where you can collaborate ideas or use docs, slides, or sheets to draw or write on them. Google Keep is a note-taking app where students can add research such as websites, pictures, lists, etc. that they found or collaborated on in one place that can be accessed from anywhere. All these apps can help to collaborate and communicate to enhance the curriculum. First and foremost, Google Apps are free to use and can be accessed from anywhere, which allows students to be able to use the apps at school and home without losing data or having to navigate different software to complete work. Google Apps allow for word processing, spreadsheets, forms, presentations, website creation, email, video conferencing, search engines to research, easy to share files, and much more. Google Apps allow students to learn how to collaborate, communicate, and network, which are all skills needed in the real world. Some more advantages to using Google Apps are documents are automatically saved, no more lost documents even if the computer crashes, documents can be shared in real time with other users, students can easily collaborate for group projects, and it allows the teacher to access student documents while they are working on them. Documents can be published as web pages. Students can access Google Apps from their cell phones and any device that has access to internet. It reduces the need to print because of access to documents at home and on PDAs, as well as for teachers and students to access through the internet. This helps the environment and saves schools money. Google Apps provide students with unique tools such as the ability to create online surveys where spreadsheets are automatically updated with data that is collected over the internet. They can publish any document as a web page, making students global citizens and giving them the ability to make global connections. They can access educational Google gadgets and even create their own. Google Forms is a survey administration software included as part of the free web-based Google Docs Editors suite offered by Google. Google Forms can be used for many things. Teachers can use it to create quizzes that can be completed online to assess students' knowledge that then can be put into a spreadsheet or graph to show growth. Google Forms can make surveys to see how well a lesson went or to complete research for a project. Google Forms can help a teacher by creating an electronic version of the beginning of the year forms that parents need to fill out with their emergency contact or medical concerns. Teachers could use them for field trip permission slips. Students can use forms to create surveys for projects or make quizzes for peers. Students can create forms if they are in a group and need to collect information from members. Forms can be used in so many ways if teacher or student is creative in how to use it. How to create a Google form. First, to create a Google form, it's easiest to open up your Google Drive and go to the folder you would like the new form to be in if you want to keep things organized. Then, click on the new button on the left-hand side, which will reveal a drop-down menu. In the drop-down menu, you will see the different Google apps. If don't see Google Apps, click on the More or three little buttons at the bottom, and it will show you the other apps. Click on Google Forms and a new untitled form will appear. This is what the page will look like to create the Google form. Google Forms will open to this page, and you can then start your form by giving a title, changing the theme or colors, inputting what questions or information you need or want to collect. If you're doing a quiz, you can enter the questions and the way you want the questions to be answered. You can customize the form however you want or need it to be. To learn how to use Google Forms more, there are YouTube videos that will show you how to create your forms. How to collaborate using Google Forms. To collaborate with others to create a form, you click on the three dots next to the Send button, and a drop-down menu will appear. Select Add Collaborators to allow others to join in on creating the form. It will allow you to add them by email or get a link to send to them to allow them access to the form. You can even restrict who they can share it with and what they can do. This allows more than one person to contribute to the creation and can do it simultaneously or at different times. The Send button is when the form is completed. You can get the form to those that need to fill it out, either by email or link. What is Google Jamboard? Jamboard is a digital interactive whiteboard developed by Google to work with Google Workspace, formerly known as Google Suites, or G Suite. It boosts student collaboration and engagement with the Jamboard app, powered by Google Cloud. Student tablet users can access a suite of rich editing tools to collaborate with students or educators. You can even access it from a web browser too. Jamboard is one smart display. It quickly pulls in images from a Google search, saves work to the cloud automatically, uses the easy-to-read handwriting and shape recognition tool, and draws with a stylus but erases with your finger, just like a whiteboard. Jamboard makes learning visible and accessible to all collaborators on the jam session. Plus, it's easy to present your jams in real time, though, through Meet, allowing for easy sharing or making real-world connections. Educators can engage all students in the learning process, whether working together in a traditional classroom, a group seminar setting, or through distance learning. First, to create a Google Jamboard, it's easiest to open up your Google Drive, just like for creating a form, and go to the folder that you'd like the new jam to be a part of to keep them organized. Then you click on the New button on the left-hand side, which will reveal the drop-down menu. In the drop-down menu, you'll see the different Google apps. If you don't see Google Jamboard, click on the More or three little dots again, and it should be there. Click on it, and a new Untitled Jam will appear. Google Jamboard will open to this page, and you can then start your whiteboard by writing on board or adding images. You can import doc or slides to use on the jam. It is easy to search for images to add to the jam as well using the built-in image search. How to use the Google Jamboard. Here are some of the tools that are available on Jamboard. There may be less or more depending on if you're using the paid version or the free version. Button number 1 is the draw, or you use a pen, marker, highlighter, or brush. You can draw from predetermined colors. Number 2 is the eraser. Erase something you've drawn. Number 3, select. You choose and adjust a shape, sticky note, image, text box. Number 4 is sticky note. Add a sticky note with text. You can choose from several colors. Number 5 is an image. You can add an image from your device, image search, Google Drive, or photos. Number 6, where you can add shapes. You add a circle, square, triangle, diamond, rounded rectangle, half circle, bar, or arrow. Choose the border colors and fill the color with the menu bar at the top of the jam. 7 is your text box. Add a text box where you can type or format text. 8 is a laser. You can use it as a pointer to emphasize and highlight certain items on the screen when presenting ideas to others. 9 is the background. Choose from dots, lines, graphs, or dark colors. 10, you can clear your frame. Wipe everything off your frame with one click, and undo it if it was a mistake. Number 11 is your frame bar. See all of your frames in one place. Add new frames, duplicate, or delete. Number 12 is the menu. From here you can rename your jam, download it as a PDF, save a frame as an image, remove or make a copy of your jam. The 13 is your zoom in, zoom out, or fit to the window. And your 14 are your undo and redo buttons, and I'll bet you know all about these ones already. To collaborate or share the Jamboard, you just click the share button and then can send via email or link just like forms. To learn how to use Google Jamboards more, there are YouTube videos that will show you how to create your jams. Here's an example of a jam that a teacher could create and share with students, or a student could share that they created to get input from others to get to know each other. What is Google Keep? Google Keep allows users to record plain text, notes, and organize, edit, or share them with others using a suite of collaboration tools. You can also use Google Keeps to create voice notes or set time and location-based reminders. Think of Google Keeps like an online sticky note board with digital versions of your sticky notes. Use Google Keeps for reminders, so you can create a reminder by date and time or a location-based reminder. You can add collaborators to share your notes and list with other individuals or groups. You can change the note color, choosing from a palette of other colors to brighten things up or color code your notes. And you can add an image, add a picture, or snap a photo on your mobile to your notes. Here are 15 ways students can use Google Keeps to collaborate or communicate to enhance the curriculum. The biggest ways, or the best ways, Google Keeps help students to collaborate is that they can share research notes, lists of tasks to be completed, and share images to be used on a project. Google Apps can be used to enhance communication and collaboration of the curriculum, and hopefully, looking at some of the few applications that may not be well known has given you some more ideas of how to incorporate the Google Apps into your classroom to allow for better communication and collaboration.